Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy New Year. Welcome and introducing the new Love Yourself Movement video podcast. This is going to be a way for me to get my messages, my ideas, my thoughts from my mind onto your screens. I hope you enjoy. Feel free to share some tips and to share the podcast if you enjoy it. All right, so let's get started on the first topic of the year. All right. So in today's world, I think a lot of us work with that whole Pokemon mentality where we are just surrounded by people who are aiming to be number one. And if you're not on top or you're not number one, you're basically a failure. I think a lot of us would know the saying of second place is the first loser. So for me, and maybe many of y'all, this probably led to a lot of insecurities and us just hating on people who are kind of in the same space as us. And I could speak for myself in the sense that when I see other people creating content similar to the topics that I am creating, I would feel some type of way about it. I would feel rather small compared to them when I'm looking at people who have millions of subscribers or millions of people engaging their content. I would just feel off, feel bad, feel worthless, feel like a failure. And my brain doesn't want to take that blow to the ego. It doesn't want to feel bad. It doesn't want to make me feel bad. So what my brain would say is, these people who creating all of this, mm-mm, their content isn't that good. They aren't working that hard. It was just luck. Don't even bother to support those type of people. Don't even bother to watch that type of content because it's not worth it. But let me say something. This is not really the way to win in life because that's a very, very, very flawed mindset. And J. Cole has the line that they act like two legends can't coexist. And to me, that's so true, and that has actually changed my perspective about things. Because why am I upset? Why am I bothered by a person who's using their spark to improve the world? Why am I upset that this person is able to eat and able to be successful? That doesn't stop me from being successful or being able to eat. That person is just doing what they need to do to win, doing what they need to do to fulfill their life's purpose. And I shouldn't be upset because of that, because other people should be allowed to succeed. Just because I'm not where I want to be in life doesn't mean that nobody else should succeed until I'm finished. That's kind of selfish, and that's how I look at it personally from my perspective. And when I look at the world is too big for me to just be upset because somebody is number one in a certain segment of the world. This world has over 7 billion people in it. And just because somebody has a certain amount of support, a certain amount of success, doesn't mean that you won't get the type of success and support that you need, because there are so many niche audiences, so many niche areas in life, that just because one person is successful in this realm, in this space, doesn't mean that you can't be across here and be just as successful. Doesn't mean it's going to be the same thing. But at the same point in time, you all can both be successful. You all can both be number one. So for me now, I can't see the need to now start dimming other people's light, to stomp out their content, to stomp out their support. There's not, I don't, and I feel bad to say this, but soca kind of has that mindset. Used to have that mindset. I don't know if it's still there, where once somebody doesn't like what you're doing, bow, they just lock off your music, everything like that. I don't see the need for us to go about our life and our careers in that sort of way. Because if your light is bright enough, you don't need to stump out other people's light to shine. Because if you're confident and truly believe in what you're doing, believe in your service, believe in your product, believe in your skills, you don't need to stamp out somebody's light. Because by stamping out somebody's light, you're now acknowledging that that person's light was brighter than yours. That person's light was competition, and you couldn't withstand that competition and had to stomp out that light, mash up that light, destroy somebody's life so that you could be number one. And that's not really true success, in my opinion. And the thing about it is, success is so vast and so different from person to person that instead of using this person as a means of, oh, I must attack this person, oh, I must get rid of this person, use that person as a means of motivating you. Because at the end of the day, you are looking up to this person maybe in a negative way, but you're looking up to this person and you're looking at their success. And there will be somebody at some point in time looking up to you. Do you want that person now to come after you to stomp out your light? No. So do unto others as you want people to do unto you. So, in that sense, the next question will be then, how do you go about adjusting or changing that insecurity about other people who are number one or people who are more successful than you? And I think there are like mainly two questions you could really ask yourself. And the first thing is, why am I insecure about this person? Why does this person's insecurity, or sorry, why does this person's success bother me so much? And by figuring out which aspects of that person's success bothers you, you may be actually able to find out what you envy in that person. What skills does that person possess that you want for yourself? You may realize this person, the way they just really do their content or the way they do their work is really be neat. There's really come with a different type of approach. Once you understand that, you might be able to build on it. You'll be able to grow from it. Because then the next question you're asking yourself is, what can I learn from this person? Use this awkward opportunity. Use the fact that this person is number one in this segment to get skills and get lessons from it. Understand that, okay, I from the previous question, I realized that, hey, this person has a unique style. What is my version of that unique style? I'm not going to copy and paste the same thing. I'm not going to photocopy it, because Turnitin is going to pull it up and call plagiarism. So I'm going to stop and be like, okay, this person has this approach. What will be my version of that approach? What will be my spin on things to make it mine? How would I then apply these lessons that I've learned to my own business, to my own career, to my own schoolwork if you're still in school? You need to be able to learn from these things. Use every opportunity that comes towards you as a means of growing. Because true, we're talking about trying to get over and go past this insecurity, but you may not reach to the point where you're like, yeah, boy, this person who's number one is going to be my best friend. That may not happen. Some people it happens, some people it doesn't. But acknowledging that you have that insecurity and actually working on it would allow that other person to shine without you hating on them, one. And two, it's going to give you the confidence and a bit of maturity and strength to go forward and make your light shine even brighter than it shone before. So go forward, understand your insecurity, watch the people who are number one, and be like, you know what? I'm happy for you, right? You eat at your table, and eventually I'm going to work hard enough and put in enough work and effort that I'll be able to eat at my table too. So don't fight up everybody and everything like that. Just go out there, do your best, and well, forget the rest. So that is the quick episode one. Like this video if you liked it, share it with a friend, and if you are interested in seeing more Love Yourself content, please feel free to follow or subscribe. Thank you.